Buckaroos, boy, this one was a bitch to set up. Anyways, how the heck are you? Well, get that ass way up on you, right? You don't need to see Beer Whisperer's pores, do you? Anyways, head, man. Lost my head. I hate it when that happens, brother. Oh, well, I can't get that in the shot. I was trying to figure out how to get that in the shot, but just not going to do it. So, okay. It's not my real living room. It's just a backdrop because I'm probably about to give it away here as I try to get the beer can in the shot. There you go. You see the top of my TV there. Anyways, I can't quite get it too big there. Anyways, well, hell, it just doesn't matter, does it? I'm having a Sierra Nevada celebration. Happy Thanksgiving, by the way. I have this every year at Thanksgiving. I love this beer. It's one of those I just buy every Thanksgiving. I've been doing it kind of out of habit for, I don't know, probably a decade, somewhere in that neck of the woods. 6.8%, 65 IBUs. From your website, it's an ale yeast. The bittering hops are Chinook and Centennial. Finishing hops are Cascade and Centennial. It uses 2-row pale and caramel malts. It is simplicity at its best, which is what good craft beer started out being until it had to be these 100-ingredient kitchen sink beers, you know. Raspberry peanut butter, asparagus, marshmallow, Brussels sprout. from the yeast cultivated from an Aboriginal pygmy elder, you know. So that's my issue. You know, you've got folks like, you got craft beer guys that make fun of macro drinkers because of what they drink, because it uses adjuncts. It's not really what beer was intended to be. Of course, you've got macro drinkers that make fun of craft beer drinkers for what I just said. You know, there's a reference on a TV show I watched last night. He says, bring good beer, not that, what do you say, raspberry peanut butter that you kids are drinking these days. I kind of see their point, because that's not really beer either. You know, if we're going to pick on corn and rice being an adjunct, we need to own up to the fact that raspberry peanut butter, whatever the hell else we're putting into beer, is an adjunct as well. Anyway, this is what beer was intended to be, y'all. This is one of the early IPAs, and it's a classic, and I love that they haven't tinkered with it much. It's a fresh hop IPA. It's got the color of what IPAs used to be. Now IPAs look like a glass of fruit juice. I call them brunch IPAs. Or you have the deep golden West Coast IPAs. I call tropical fruit salad IPAs. This is what an IPA was meant to be, y'all. It is hoppy, but it's also very malty. It's very balanced. It has strong flavors on both sides that work together. Oh, gorgeous. So the nose, you do feel some of the sweet malt. You also get some herbal notes in the form of pine, maybe juniper, however you would interpret that. You're also feeling some citrus. I get primarily orange, some grapefruit. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. And oh, wow, that is gorgeous. I love this beer. I do typically buy a 6-pack a year. And, you know, but I do love it. It's just one of those I want for a certain period of time. I only bought 3 cans this year, actually. This came in the fresh hop bag. I was actually going to buy a 6-pack. Then I saw this fresh hop mix pack. So it came with 3 cans of the Celebration. It came 3 of each. So the Celebration, the fresh hop session IPA, fresh hop IPA, and fresh hop double IPA. So I thought, well, what the hell, man? I haven't had any of those others. So I thought, well, let's get 3 cans. So anyways. So the flavors, I do get some like a dark brown sugar sweetness from the malt. You know, where you get that brown sugar with a hint of molasses. Oh, mercy. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Again, you also, at the end, you feel those hop notes. The Cascade's going to give you some citrus. I certainly feel some orange predominantly. There is some grapefruit in there as well. Then you get those herbal notes, pine, juniper, however you choose to interpret those. And then it just cleans up very nicely. I would love to see, I tell you what I love to see them do. Those that know me know exactly what I'm going to say next. I'd love to see them barrel age this sucker. Not necessarily whiskey barrel. I like to see it just oak, to be honest with you. Not whiskey barrel, just oak. I'd love to just see this sit in some Missouri white oak and see what the hell happens. Really would, man. Sierra Nevada, if you're listening to me, oak this baby. Anyways, that's just a suggestion. I'm just spitballing here. It ain't all going to be gold. Anyway, I digress. Oh, fish whizzle, that's tasty. Oh, mercy. Like I said, it's just a classic. It's one of those classic IPAs. It's been around for ever. 81 is when they first get the can out there. There we go. 1981, man. Think about that for a second. Yeah. Wrap your head around that. 1981. Think what taste buds were like in 1981. I mean, you could drop a 10%, 150 IBU beer out, and these kids won't be phased. But think what 6.8, 65 IBUs did to folks back in 1981. I want you to think about that for a second. Anyway, I am Todd, Beer Whisperer. How the hell are you? It is Thanksgiving. Finished Thanksgiving dinner. Had it early. Did it early because he wanted to go out and do some Black Friday thing. Anyways, I don't take part in that nonsense. There ain't a damn thing I want that bad. I'll tell you that right now. But anyway, so Grampy came home, decided to have a beer. So there you go. It's actually my second beer of the day. I did have a beer to do I did a video live on Facebook, and I came over to do a video live over here. So two celebrations. Hold on, I got a burp stuck right there, man. Oh, excuse me. Dang. Hope I didn't get any on you. Oh, excuse me again. Wow. I love using these backdrops for my videos, but every once in a while somebody will, think they're busting me and say, I can tell that's not real. I'm not trying to fool you, man. The backdrops that they use on television, that's not always where they are, man. This is my fake green screen. I'm too poor to have an actual green screen, so this is what I'm using, man, okay? Got a picture up on my television, man. Anyway, I digress. This is a damn fine beer. Like I said, it's a classic. It is one of the best. I wish more IPAs would go back to tasting like this, to be honest with you. Hoppy for sure, but also malty enough to keep it all in balance. I don't hate the West Coast, nor do I hate the New England style IPAs. But I don't feel they have the dimension like an IPA like this does, to be honest with you. I mean, the New England IPAs are fine. To me, I don't mind them in the summertime. They're not a beer I want when the weather's cold. I don't know if one-dimensional is the right word. They're not necessarily one-dimensional, but they don't have as much going on as an IPA like this does. I mean, they're fruity, they're juicy, they're refreshing, but there's not as much dimension to them. Here you got just so much going on, and it's just gorgeous. So cheers to Happy Thanksgiving. Cheers to Sierra Nevada. Celebration Fresh Hop IPA. I am Tom the Beer Whisperer. I hope you'll had a fine Thanksgiving. BeerVangelist, prolific beer drinker, Purveyor of Wisdom, man. Oh. Biscuits. All around good guy. You all have a good one.